Moving on to our second use case, we will explore the challenges that our client was facing on the omni-channel enablement front and explain how the transition to S/4HANA has helped overcome these challenges. Now, looking at the first point, as is true in most transformations with fashion retailers, we faced some fundamental gaps around the client's omni-channel enablement capabilities. We were met with the usual needs to gain a better understanding of their consumer buying patterns across the channels, an overall desire to improve and expand the way they service their consumers. For example, allowing for endless aisle experience in stores and enabling returns from anywhere to anywhere. And if we're talking about servicing consumers in the best possible way, we also needed to ensure that we had the right inventory at the right location. To tackle these areas, we recognized an opportunity to stand up a unified view of their consumers' activity across channels and regions. This allowed us to maximize omnichannel order management and set the foundation for future integration with their planning business processes. By introducing elements of the SAP Car Application Bundle as a key component of the template, we helped the client extract key benefits of the full 360 consumer view. This meant that we were enabling a view of all orders for a given consumer, which meant that orders from all sales channels for consumers were now held in one place. This opened the door for insights into shopping patterns for their consumers across all channels and markets. This was further paired with a consumer loyalty platform and a mechanism to capture in-store activity for those consumers, which helped add more depth and breadth into that single view of the consumer. If we also consider sales pricing, this opened the door for a more meaningful approach to promotions and omnichannel pricing management. As an example, promotions could now be targeted for certain markets or consumer groups and be supported by what-if analysis and simulations to strive for maximum financial performance on those promotion runs. Further to the previous point, together with consumer visibility, the client was also facing issues with having a holistic view of inventory across the regions and their various sites and locations. This became problematic not only from a planning point of view, but also from an operational consumer fulfillment execution standpoint. From an immediate gains point of view, the implementation of SAP Car and S/4HANA replacing the decentralized ERPs now gave us a central place to hold an aggregated view of merchandise and stock protection across the estate. This was especially useful from an execution point of view for the OMS engine to be able to commit a consumer's order from the most efficient node or the relevant combination of nodes within the client's network. In-store inventory position accuracy was also drastically improved by way of implementing RFID at the stores with full integration into the backend S/4HANA. From a future opportunities point of view, we opened the door for connectivity of other attractive planning platforms within the SAP estate to enable planning such as replenishment planning functions to respond to dynamic demand and account for seasonal peaks or lows across their retail stores, as well as assortment planning and allocation management.